I'm also going to be recording the session as well.
Yep.
If you would like at all to, if you forgot something or you'd like to see something again, then I can
All
I can upload it to YouTube and give it to you.
right, perfect.
Okay. So I'm going to start the screen share. Hopefully that this doesn't look laggy. I'll try 1087 20. I'll try 1080 30. Let me know how this looks before I start. If it looks bad, then I'll change it.
It is. It's low. It should work. Sure.
Just let me know if it looks laggy while I play this back. Does it look okay?
It looks decently.
Decent. Can you see it clearly, or like it's not?
No, it's lagging a bit though.
It's lagging a bit.
Fine.
Okay. I'll turn down the. Okay, we'll try this.
All right.
Tell me if this is any better.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, cool. All right, let's start. Okay. So before I go into anything else, the very first thing I talk about is kickoffs. Now, kickoffs, don't overthink it too much. Also, if you know, I'm not expecting you to be able to speed flip. You know, when I was GC1, I still didn't even know how to speed flip. It's not a thing that needs to, you know, that will not make you a better player. You know, as long as your kickoff involves a proper 50 at the end, there's nothing wrong with it. This kickoff, this might be a one-off. You know, I'm not watching the rest of the replay, but in this one in particular, like you flip quite late so that you're landing almost as you're 50ing. So then you're kind of really desperate, yeah, to try and get this jump, which means that you're 50ing really low. And if John's mix is 50ing higher than you, then he will win the kickoff. It kind of 50s up quite high and you get the mid boost, so it wasn't the end of the world. So good. So yeah, well done after this. You had time to grab mid boost. You saw it 50 and he's not gone for it yet, so you have time on this ball. So you try and control it. Good. That's fine. Now, I'm not going to say that what you did is bad, because you did the right thing in trying to control it. This is okay. You might have lost control here. So this is another good reason to use right stick. So in your view here, your view is quite limited, as you can see. So you can see you, the ball, and you can see him. But when we look at it as a bigger picture, we can see that our teammate and him are always all the way at our corner boost. So at the moment, this situation is just you and him and the entire field of the map. Now, this might take a while to get used to, but if you want to improve your awareness just by using your right stick here, or pressing down, I'm pressing down on your right stick. I'm guessing you're controller, not keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, control.
Yep, just pressing down, looking behind you, because like the half a second it will take just to look to see what is behind you will let you know what you can then do with the situation. While you're still in just ball and card cam, your view is limited to about over here. You can't even see the goal yet, and you definitely will not be able to see your teammate and their player. So it's just something to think about, because you know, knowing this, you might have turned this in a lot quicker. And at the moment, he's facing the wall, and to come and commit for this ball, if we look at it from his point of view, right, this looks very scary from his point of view.
Yeah,
you know,
if you go behind him.
exactly. Now, from your point of view, it doesn't look as scary because you're not him. You know, you got the ball, you're feeling the pressure, but actually, from his point of view, this is really bad. He's got 68 boost, which you don't know that as the player. But he's facing his wall. He needs to turn quickly because you could turn this ball in towards the net. So in situations like these, you want to be thinking, and not just specifically this situation, but all kinds of situations, you need to be thinking about, how can I shoot in the quickest time possible? So controlling the ball was the good thing. Okay, you didn't try and flick it away and lose possession. You controlled the ball. That's the first step. But the second step is, okay, how can we speed this up? So you control the ball here, but actually we could turn in a lot quicker here. So we can see that at this point, he knows that he can challenge, because this isn't looking threatening anymore. This is looking very threatening. Still looking threatening here. You know, you could flick it middle, you could then try and bump, etc. And then you lose control here. So again, this might be a one-off, as like I said before, but we want to be thinking about trying to get to the net quicker, and even if you lose control, even doing something as a 50 towards the net will put on pressure to then try and score again. So find your replay again. So after you lose control, that's fine. This is really good from you here. So you don't decide to go for mid boost, you turn around and you're in mid and you're facing the play. So, you know, I don't just like saying things that are bad and what you need to improve on. This needs praising, you know. This is an example of good positioning, so well done here. You're in the middle, you're facing the play. Doesn't matter that you've not got 100 boost, because if you went for that mid boost, actually you'd be in a really bad position. So well done here, good positioning. By your good positioning, it meant that you're able to follow up. Let me turn that up to cam. You give them space, go for a shot, amazing, good. Everything here was fine, okay? You did what your job was to do. You went for a shot on target towards the net, which forces him to save, okay? Good. So, good. We're still putting on pressure, and then miss, like, and then a whiff. So this is an area that definitely we'll work on, and we'll try and simplify. So good. Now this was definitely scoreable. I think you'd agree. Yeah, but we need to just kind of take our time a little bit more. Now, if for some reason you think you can't score this, then you still do not need to go for it, because Mocha over here, he's got 0 boost, okay? This isn't threatening. He's facing his own net. He's got 0 boost. His teammate is somewhere over here who also needs boost. You've got 63 boost and you're facing the ball. So absolutely you've got the advantage here. Now what happens is, you know that this was an opportunity to score, so you go for it. But if you thought, actually I can't score this, then just take your time. Think, okay, actually what I'm going to do is wait for it to bounce and then try and get control of it again, okay? You want to be thinking, okay, how can I put on pressure again? You know, he is the least scariest person in this situation. He's just thinking about, how can I get boost? But by doing what you did here, you're letting him go get boost and you're letting him time to go and recover. We want to minimize that. We don't want to give him space. We don't want to give him time to grab boost, and we don't want to give him time to recover. We want to try and make it as difficult as possible for him and as pressuring as possible. Okay, so we can see by making this challenge, even though we grab his boost, you might think, well, I've got his boost now, but even though you have his boost, you're giving him time to recover. If we look here in fly mode, look, all of a sudden pressure's back on you just from that one commit. Great, now he's able to challenge you because you're now facing your own net, and now he's able to receive a pass with 100 boost. So now all of a sudden, off of just one bad commit, you're completely out of position. Crystal's got all this part of the map to play with, and you're both going to be trying to cut this ball. So all of that has just happened just from the one bad commit to the wall. So what, in that situation, what I'd want you to think about is just taking your time. And again, it's not something that can just be solved overnight. You know, you're not going to all of a sudden be able to shoot like Zen in a week and just from, like, you know, one coaching session or just some training packs. It will take time, but what will help you massively is understanding the advantages you have. The situation, you have a huge advantage. Okay, so take that advantage and try and not panic too much in these situations that you need to score, because if you can't score here, fine, you don't score, but at least then recover and then try and shoot from a different angle, because Moikars is not going to be able to reach you in time. So moving on. So he goes in the air. Okay, he's got a little bit of control, but not great. Okay. Now, well done for waiting. Okay, you do the right thing, because Trizon is following the ball, and chances are if you go for this and it goes badly, it's going to be a goal because Trizon's not protecting the goal. Now, well done for giving it space, but if I just go into fly mode, what I would be thinking about here is where to go. So, if we look at the map from this point of view, okay, to try and simplify positioning a little bit more, what we want to be thinking about is where is the ball and where are you. So as you can see, they've taken the ball up and it's in this side of the court. Yeah, so the ball most likely is bouncing in this area of the map, so we want to be positioning ourselves at the best place to save something coming from this direction. So well done for giving the space. Good, you did the first right thing. You gave him space, great, but we now should be thinking about going the opposite post of the play. So if the ball is in this part of the map, I would definitely rotate towards the far post and then face the play, because the issue was being in this position and turning in here is because you are not saving something in this part of the net. This is, I mean, it would be incredibly hard if Mozart put this wall, it bounced down and Crystal shot, and you were black here, and it shoots anywhere in this area, it's a goal. Okay, so we want to be thinking about how can we cover the whole net, and I would definitely say go far post. So actually, if let's say the ball was in play, okay, in blue, let's say the ball was in play in this part of the map and he dribbled it towards here, then you do the opposite thing. Okay, you want to be thinking, okay, how can I give this space and face the play? So what you'd be doing here is you'd be coming off and you'd be going far post over here. Okay,
yeah,
good. So the way I like to imagine this as well is like a diamond. Okay, so you're coming in, what part is the ball in? So if the ball was in part of this part of the play, would you go for blue or would you go for red? Red, great. And then opposite side, you'd go for blue. Perfect. So definitely follow this kind of logic, because I know they don't score here and they don't get a great shot off. But if that were to happen and they did score, it'd probably be because they shot behind you. So let's just go back into the view we wanted to go into. Cool. So we can see here again, if it shoots behind you, whew, it's gone. Now I understand your reasoning for doing this. Okay, you want to be facing the play and trying to make a save, but you want to also be giving yourself the best opportunity to save different kinds of shots. So he actually shoots and your teammate gets the save and you follow up. Good 50. So this was a good challenge, good decision. Okay, 50 off the wall. Now going for this mid boost is a little bit dangerous for a few reasons. Your teammate will be left in the 1v1, and I know he doesn't get a great shot at all, as we can see, but if he does get a good shot, then he is completely alone in a 1v1. And honestly, you'll be surprised about how quickly you can turn back without grabbing boost. So in this situation, if you turned this way and then came back to help your teammate, although you've only got 20 boost, you can still pick up small pads and you'd be helping your teammate quickly. And rather than if we went for the middle boost and then turned around, we'd not get back to the ball quick enough, as we can see here. By the time we get to the middle boost here, look, the ball's already in play again. And he makes a really bad challenge. So fortunately, your teammate's able to just defend. But you want to be always thinking about how can I get back quickly when you're under pressure. So good following up here. Teammate goes for a pass. I know it looks like you got faked a little bit. Crystal kind of wants to cut, but he's got no boost, so he can't. And at this point, Mokaz has already jumped. This again is also a very dangerous challenge. And I will explain. So this is a little bit of hesitance. And again, like you were saying, this comes back to like decision making and what you do with the ball. So in situations like these, okay, you want to be absolutely sure that you are going for this ball, or absolutely sure that you are not going for this ball, okay? Because when we meet in the middle and we're kind of sure and then not sure, okay, when we're meeting in the middle here, what happens is that everything's delayed. So we can see that he's already jumped with 100 boost, and then we jump after he's jumped. So you've kind of gone, oh, hang on, I need to score this, but oh, actually he's already jumped. So what happens here is he's got a higher aerial than you, and you're going to have a lower aerial than him. So the worst case scenario of this ball is that when you hit it underneath and he hits it on top, it pings back towards your net, and then boom, you're under pressure again. So what could you have done in this situation? You're probably thinking, what else could I have done? So
The 50 low.
50 low, yes. So again, he passes it. Again, this is also, so we can see your hesitance straight away. So we can actually see Crystal is facing his own net and not challenging this. And look how far away Mokaz is, yeah? He's all the way against his wall, yeah? I know the ball's coming towards him quite fast, but he is really far away from the play. So you kind of giving this too much space, okay? So you kind of slow down a little bit here. You've got boost to follow this up, okay? So we can see that we give this too much space, and then we realize we gave it too much space, and then we start boosting here when the ball's almost as close as he is. And I'll try and show you that hesitation more clearly. So we can see he passes it. Can you see here we stop boosting and it slows us down a lot? Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we can see, oh, we boost again, and then we realize that we've now overcommit too much to go back. So then we jump and we get a bad challenge, and that's what that is. Now you could have gone, yeah, absolutely, you've got time here. So right here, you want to just be getting to this as quickly as possible. You know, as this lands, you could boom, try and power shot towards the net. Or if it's going too quickly and you can't catch up to it in time, pre-jump this, yeah? If this is bouncing, you know this is bouncing up, right? Jump way earlier than he is, yeah? Try and jump earlier and get a shot off before he does. And if he jumps as well, then you will win that 50 because you jumped earlier than him. And then you'll be higher on the ball rather than underneath the ball. So it's just about being confident because your positioning has been good, yeah? Your awareness has been good, okay? And the skill is there, but we just need to have that confidence. Now, this was a solo queue match, wasn't it? Tries and Twitch isn't your teammate or anything. Now, that might come from solo queuing, but being confident doesn't mean you have to ball chase. Being confident means knowing your ability, and I'm sure that you know that you're able to catch this up quickly and probably get a shot off before he does. You know, if I put you in this scenario again and I made you play as yourself again in this scenario and I told you to get to this ball quicker, I know for a fact that you would be able to get out to it quicker, and 50 was him. So we don't want to be too hesitant here, because being hesitant all of a sudden puts us in a position with no boost where we're so far away from our own net, and now we're leaving our teammate in a 1v2. He's not going to be able to get to this ball in time, and if he does, he might get to it quicker. Mokaz might go for a bump. If he goes for a bump and he shoots, It's just a goal. Now in this rank, that probably won't happen, but it's definitely something that could happen. So you get back again. This is good rotation. Like here, your rotation is, there's nothing wrong with your rotation. So you come down the middle. Now what I would say is wrong with your rotation is you're ignoring boost pads. Always be following a line. Always be following a line constantly. And you know, right now all you're thinking about is getting back. Again, when we talked about earlier, far post, balls in this side of the map. So our goal is defending towards this side of the map, right? But definitely you could take a small pad route here, or you could cut off here, or you know, there was one that we just missed back there. So definitely be thinking about getting boost. Just because it's not a big boost doesn't mean you can't get it. So we missed all the small pads and we're 0, yeah? Even just 2 small pads can be the difference between you saving it and not, if you see what I mean. Now, so we're rotating back. Now, this is also another reason why we want to rotate far post, yeah? So I'll show you here, okay? So I didn't mean to change speed. So here we are. So we've just come off, right? And we've come back. And then we turn in short. And when our teammates are already in this side of the map, okay? Now, you know, remember what I said about going to far post? This is another good reason why far post is so good. So this blue line is going to be the ideal line we want to take. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, cut off 4. That was a really bad circle because I'm bad at drawing. And then turn around, boom. So we've got one, that wasn't empty when we turned over, but 1, 2, 3, 4 small boost pads. Yeah. And we're giving our teammates space, okay? When you follow the red line here and you cut in short, you're basically only defending this part of the map, yeah? But if you rotated far post, not only would you have boosts, but all of a sudden you're defending this part of the map, right? So all of a sudden you've got a lot more control again, rather than coming down the middle. And then when you cut in short, all of a sudden all you're doing is you're defending this very small portion of the map, right? You're not reaching any ball over here because you're over here, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. And okay, it works in our favor, right? We get all the way back, okay, and we see that they're not going for this ball, right? Yeah, the Crystal's got 0 boost. Mokars isn't going to catch this ball quick enough to score, but we're confusing our teammate a lot here because we've got 0 boost and we're trying to cut it in short. Yeah, you see what I mean? But that's fine. So there's no corner. Good challenge. So just be patient here. I'd wait off the wall read and we come a little bit close. So again, it's just a bit of a misread, right? You do the first thing good, great. You got the ball off him. Now, again, I want to show you how scary this looks for Crystal, right? Look at this. Like, this looks really bad. Okay.
He has no control over that.
Sorry?
He doesn't have any control over that.
Yeah, exactly. Does this look like you could get to this if you were Crystal? No way.
No, it's not good for him.
No, you're just not getting it. So again, realize the advantage you have. This is like what we talked about before. Look at the advantage you have here. I mean, first of all, he's not even on the wall yet. Wall's free. Second of all, again, about using our right stick. Look behind us. Whoa, they are nowhere near the play. His teammate's got 0 boost, and your teammate can actually receive a pass, right? So you're in a really good position here. So, again, this is just about taking your time and then focusing on where the ball is and where it's going to land rather than what they're doing, okay? We're too focused on what they're trying to do, and then we misread this ball and all of a sudden it's over us, right?
Yep.
Now, obviously, there's training packs that help with wall reads. There's custom modes to help with wall reads, etc. I don't have to teach you how to read a ball. I know you know how to at this point at the rank. Now it's not the easiest of reads, coming off here, it's not high enough to bounce back down, but it will. That this ball's fast because of the trail, and that it's hitting the wall, so it's bouncing back out. So all you have to do here is just stay here. Just take your time. Just face the ball where you think it's going to land, and then go for a shot. We follow up a little bit too close, and at this point, we're not going for this. Not with 12 boost when they've got 100. So luckily, teammate's got 100 boost and he's got time now, but Crystal's got possession of the ball still and makes a good cut. So we can see already just from, again, just one bad decision, all of a sudden our teammate is facing our own net, trying to get back, and we're with 0 trying to get back. So again, how many times have we seen situations like these where we're trying to get back on 0? Quite a few times already. Yeah. So good. You actually get small pad route here, which is good. Again, your teammate gets a good save, but it was close, and you were put under a lot of pressure. Well done. So again, this is good. This is an example of being far post, like we talked about before. We can see here, you're far post, you're facing the play, and you're covering the map, and you've got good space between your teammate. You might have 0 boost, but again, that's not the point. The point is you're giving yourself the best opportunity to save something coming in. So that's good. Okay, so we can see teammate wants to go first. That's fine. We'll give him space, all right? Again, we could be collecting that small pad here. Every boost matters, okay? We could collect that small pad, etc. That's fine, though. We can see teammate is not going for this next, so we know to go for this next. Good decision. Okay, we're going to give him space again. Okay, good. So you didn't overcommit, you gave him space, and then when he missed, you went. That's an example of good decision making. So we make it obvious to our teammate that we're not going, which is good. We take 100. That's fine. Well done for taking your time here. That's good. Take out the wall. He's facing his own net here, so this could be a good opportunity. Now, it's not a bad challenge. You put pressure here, but do you think we could have passed the ball here?
Yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah. I agree. He's got half a tank, and he's in the middle. And we've got enough boost to recover if we need to. Mokars isn't on backboard, and he isn't facing the play. Mokars is facing his own wall, so he's probably going to expect the ball to come on this area and try and defend. But if we realise this and just take our time, then we could cut and probably just shoot. Yeah?
Yeah.
So we can see here we give him what he wants, right? It's going backboard. He's expecting it to go backboard. Great. We've given him what he wants, right? So in these scenarios, okay, in this kind of decision making, I want you to just take your time. Now, if I was you in a situation, actually, let's ignore our teammates for a second. Not that I want you to do that, but for this scenario, let's ignore him. If I were you in a situation, because Mokars is not in a position to challenge this ball, no one's up for it, no one's on the wall, no one is challenging this ball at the moment, right? So you have to understand the advantage you have. Again, like we talked about twice before, understand the advantage you have. You have time to go back down the wall and then carry the ball again. You do. He might cut early, but by the time he cuts early, you've already got possession again, right? But here, all we're doing, I know we're trying to get it on target, but we're kind of giving him what he wants here because he's going towards the backboard. So just try and take your time in these situations and just take a moment to think, okay, actually, what can I do here? Because putting a shot on goal, I mean, I suppose it wasn't on goal, it was on backboard. We will need to move away from that and start thinking about, okay, how can we actually put a shot in goal rather than just on target? Okay, so again, I won't keep going on about this, but this is just another example of far post here. So we don't want to be going towards the same position as our teammates in, right? Our teammate is in this part of the map, and we don't want to enter this part of the map, right? This is bad part, okay? And now I know the ball is bouncing in this area, right? But remember, this is twos, not ones. So we're not thinking about how can we get to the ball quickly. We're thinking about how can we defend, okay, while our teammate is still in play. Now, both of you are very low. So again, ideal scenario would be collecting small pad route, okay? And then going far post like we talked about before. Because then we're increasing how much of the map we can control. When we do this and start flipping towards the area our teammates in, if you're both here, right, you are both only doing the same thing. You both only have the same options. But if you were here and your teammate's here, he can get this ball quickly and you can defend. So you're both giving each other different options. So we just want to be giving him a bit more space here. We kind of see we cut in short, and again we're inside our own net. So I'd want to kind of come away from this, and I would say go to far post again where you're covering the map. Because in this situation, you and your teammate are both only got the same options. Now, he kind of wants to go backboard. He's waiting for the ball. He gives it away a little bit. You did have time to get the corner boost, so that's okay. I'm not going to say that's wrong. Good. Say double commit here. Good clear from them, to be honest. I was quite surprised. Okay. So I understand why you went for this. We can see that. We can see Crystal, yeah. We can see because he's still got 100 boost. Boom. Okay, this looks scary because he's kind of trying to cut in. We could have controlled this maybe a bit better, but again, this isn't wrong, right? And it's trying again. This is unlucky because it hits a corner and it bounces right up for him to defend. So this is a bit of unluckiness, and so I'm not gonna say that this is wrong. Okay. Now straight away, well done for cutting out and getting the mid boost and giving your teammate space here. Again, this is good. Good. See, look, giving him space means that now you can control this. Great. So now you're putting on pressure. Good. Good. Again, I'm not unhappy with this. This is fine, okay? This is good control. You flip once and you're able to get to the ball again to get a good 50. So, not bad, okay? This is okay. This is a good defending from them as well, actually. So well done for not getting the corner, you cutting early. Well done for also skipping the mid. Again, well done. This is an example of good positioning, right? This is good decision making when we don't have the ball, right? This is decision making when we're actually defending. So this is good. You give him space and you control the play. This looks like it could be a goal, but I think he uses control. So you can see teammate cuts short. They missed. This should be a goal. Aha. Okay. So this is definitely the best opportunity to score. Yeah, just a shot on target. Yeah, I agree. Again,
Straight up in the middle on him.
Yeah. So again, this just comes down to placement of the shot. Definitely. Again, at this point, you don't know they're missing, right? At this point, you think he's saving it. Okay, now you know they've missed. What do you do now? You turn to face the play and you go for a shot. Again, the only reason they saved it is because the shot was not great. We can see that it shoots low and right where he wants to go. Yeah. Even if you miss the target and swat it backboard, you could still probably score off that. So again, I think it's just about taking our time here and trying to put a more powerful shot on target. Because I know you could have here. I definitely think you could have put a better shot on target here. So again, unlucky that it shot straight towards him, but that just comes down to your short accuracy. Okay, so we've had quite a lot of opportunities here and good defending. So what happens here? 50s. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you're probably wondering why that happened, but it's because you went for the corner. You didn't actually need to go for the corner here, right? Look, did you see how much boost you've just collected from 2 boost pads? So you were on... So let's just have a look at this again, right? Let me show the time. So, wow. So you were on 28. And then you used... you were on 16 boosts, right? 1 boost. So just from 2 small pads, you're already on 40 boost again. So we do not need to go for this boost, right? We knew that our teammate was 0 boost. We can see, right? And we knew that at 50 towards this part of the map. So we shouldn't be going for this corner boost here. Again, we should straight away be following for this ball, right? We've got boost to do that. Even going for this mid boost would have been quicker than going for this corner boost, right? Because what happens is when we go for this corner boost, we're giving them so much time and space. Like when you look at it from their point of view, look how far away you are from the play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're giving them so much. Even when even when Mokars completely screws up, right? They're able to just get possession again. So he misses the ball and panics, and they still manage to get win possession. Yeah. So again, at this position, at this point, instead of what you're doing and cutting in to grab this boost, again, they're both facing their own net and the ball's flying towards the wall where it will eventually bounce towards their net. So you want to put pressure on this scenario. So don't go for corner boost here. Definitely follow up. Try and figure out ways to try and win this ball again. Okay, again, good positioning, good space. Okay, he kind of goes for wall, which wasn't a good idea. He probably should have just shot on target on net. Good hit. He misses. This should be okay. He whiffs. That again would have been another good scoring opportunity. Again, you do the right thing by giving him space because he just whiffed. Okay, it's not the end of the world, but he did whiff, which ended in now you've been putting pressure again. So, okay, hang on. So, you've got 94 boost here, yeah?
Yep.
So, go for a good challenge. So, we could be on 70 boost again and in the same position if we just got small pads on the way back. Honestly, that's the difference it makes. Yeah, that is like the biggest difference it makes. So you use boost going for the challenge, that's fine. And you can't quite grab that corner boost, but we can still follow a pad route back. Yeah, there's pad routes here and here. Again, this is too far into the play, and you want to be kind of going towards back post. But there's boost pads over here, right? So just thinking about collecting those small pads on the way back, because you would have ×2 more boost than if you didn't collect the small pads. Again, not dangerous. Good challenge as well. Good challenge. Again, teammate now goes, giving his space. Again, you get small pads here, which is good. And then they score off this. Okay. Again, this was hesitance. Yeah. What we talked about before. Okay. So this is what happens. So Trizon goes up, right? This is the nice space. Now this situation looks pretty dangerous. So you're giving it lots of space. This is fine. This is good, okay? Because if he wins this and it goes flying towards the wall again, you need to be able to challenge this. So this is fine. This is good positioning, right? And then we kind of turn away from the play. So we were facing the play, and then we turn away from the play. And then when we realise that actually it's a possible chance for us to score, we then go forwards. By what point they've already shot and now we're going back, yeah? So we can see by this hesitance, they scored on us here, right? See how far we pushed up, but we're not. You know you're not winning this ball, yeah? Look how far you are away from the play. This is about confidence as well. Like, you start boosting here as if, you know, this is the scoring opportunity, but you're so far away from the play. Super, super far away from the play. There's no way you were winning this ball. He'd get to this ball quicker. He gets this ball quicker as well. So in this situation, you know that you can't score this now, then you need to completely back off. We can't kind of just be in the middle. We need to be either full commit, we're going to score, or we need to be completely, okay, I need to go defend and then recover, right? When we meet in the middle here, I'm going to go in kind of back, forth, back. Oh, great, we've been scored on, yeah? This is just kind of wasting time in boost. We want to just be absolutely sure about what we're doing. Even if it's the wrong thing, you know, if you turned away and went all the way back, you know you could have saved this. But the reason that he went for a simple hit like that is because he knew you overcommit here. So I want to show you his point of view, if it helps. Yeah, so you can see that from his view, look how much space you're giving him at this point. You know, because of our hesitance, because we did a loop and then we came forward too far and now we're facing back towards our own net, you're telling that Crystal actually just has a simple shot on goal. Yeah. And then we're not able to get back to it in time, like we saw in the two other previous examples in the replay. Well done for following up again. I definitely recommend it. Again, this looks scary, but you realise that it's not in and you've got time on this ball, so well done. That's a good early cut from him. Again, in scenarios like this where you have time, a bit more time, again, he kind of pushes and turns away, but he's actually quite far away from this play. Again, if you were able to try and catch the ball on top of your car and just dribble it, if you wanted to commit, you could early flick, right? Because he's not in a situation where he can just 50 you here. He still has to either get to this ball or physically drive to this ball. So I understand this is fine that you got control of the ball here, but by popping this up and we've not jumped for it yet, we're just telling Crystal that this is just a free ball to go for. I'll show you my club as well if it's helpful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see that now? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So again, the positioning and rotation has been solid. Your decisions when defending also haven't been bad, but definitely huge pointers out of this replay is when we've got the ball. Now I understand that you're kind of desperate here, you got no time, you need to go for a bump, so anything you do here kind of is, you know, just out of desperation, and then it ends in a 1-0. So it was definitely, it was, yeah, that was that was close. After you could have almost equalised there. Okay, cool. So before we also Hajis, before we wrap up, I'm also going to just, because I'm still screen recording, here I am. Before we wrap up, I'm also going to show you, I'm going to up tactical board here, and just to also, just make sure you can still see the replay. You can still see the screen share, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay. Now before we end, I'm just going to reinforce what we had covered in terms of reinforcing our defending. So in scenarios where, let's say that we're yellow, right? So you're number 2, your teammate's number 1. So we've got the ball's yellow, they can be white. Okay, you got the ball, they won the ball off of you. Didn't mean to draw that line. They won the ball off of you, you're in their net, and now you need to recover. Okay, so to reinforce what we talked about, the difference between just flipping to get back and then cutting early, and then I'll do it in a different colour. Can I change colour? Yeah, I can. And then look, 1 boost, 2 boost, 3 boost, 4 boost. Great. Now we're controlling a lot more of the map. Should have done this in a better colour, shouldn't I? I meant to choose red. So all of a sudden, again,
Yeah,
to
it's way
reinforce.
better.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's way better.
Yeah, it's way better. Yeah. We could see all of a sudden so in this scenario, our teammate was number 1, and the ball was coming down here, and they were actually quite far away from the play. Again, you'd have been doing a quite good job doing it, but again, when we're just collecting 1, 2, 3, 4, we've got time to do this. We've got time to come for our post. All of a sudden, we've got space to defend. Okay, instead of missing boosts and then cutting in short, and then when we're both in the situation, both going for the same ball here, it gives them space and time to recover, because now we're both trying to recover. Yeah. So that was just to try and reinforce that scenario there. So definitely some of the main pointers from the match. So that you had a lot of scoring opportunities in that replay. Yeah. Do you agree?
Sure.
Yeah. There were a lot of scenarios where you could have scored. There were kind of 2 almost open nets you could have scored, right? But we just need to be confident, right? We need to be confident that we're going to full commit. Yeah. Because what hesitance causes is that when we're hesitant, we are time wasting. We're using unnecessary boosts, and then we're either not getting to the play quick enough or not getting back quick enough, and it could lead to them with an open net, or lead to pressure being on you very suddenly and your teammates struggling to get back. Yeah. So again, the ways that you can practice this, as in, you don't have to go into competitive twos. You can, if it feels less pressurizing, although I would recommend, try not to care about your rank so much. If it feels less pressurizing, go into casual twos and try that kind of play style out. Yeah. Again, you're giving your teammate good space, right? You're trying to play off him. Those aren't negative things. I want you to reinforce that, okay? But when we have the ball and we have control and we have options, we just want to be absolutely confident about what we can do with the ball. Again,
may I add on something onto this?
Yeah, sure.
If you don't mind. Something that I really help is to play threes. People don't realize how much as first man in threes, you can just go for it. You got 2 people behind you. I've seen so much success from people just playing in threes, where I've had people start playing threes more often as first man and just throwing themselves at the ball. Of course, they're really awkward with their first touches or their challenges, but they start to adapt and they start to be like, oh, wait, I can just go for this ball. I learn how to hit it and I don't need to worry. Of course, you're going to have to kind of worry in for 1s and 2s, but like 3s kind of teaches you the base. It's kind of like a, what's it called? A starter run for hesitation learning.
That's a really good point, Chiefs. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. There's another good pointer for hesitation learning. Play threes. Do you play a lot of threes often, or is it kind of an abandoned mode? No, you don't. Okay, well there you go. That might help then, definitely.
I'm gonna try it. Yeah.
Throw yourself into some solo queue competitive threes, and if you're first to the ball, throw yourself with the ball. Okay. And it does help. Don't get me wrong. I've been there as well as a player. I've been at a point in playing where I was told, yeah, I'm too hesitant. I'll be trying to do all the right things. I'll be trying to make good rotations, good positioning, give my teammates space. But at the end of the day, after all of that, if you can't put the ball in the net, then it's going to be quite struggle. It's going to be quite a struggle to win games.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm just going to stop the screen recording for you.